Sell Your Car UK is back and delighted to offer for sale this absolutely stunning Nissan Qashqai. The most popular 4x4 by far, and in this gorgeous storm white pearl effect, it really is absolutely fabulous. You'll notice from those awesome diamond cut wheels that it is the Tekna edition. There's loads of toys on this. This is the top spec, and this is the most desirable one as well, being the 1.2 DIGT petrol CVT automatic, and it really is in fabulous condition. It's done just over 12,000 miles. It's a one owner from new car, first registered in June 2015 and had its first service carried out by Glyn Hopkin Nissan in June of 2016 at just over 8,000 miles. It's coming with warranty from Nissan until June 2018. I've already said it's in fabulous condition, and I've already mentioned it's the Tekna, and as we go around it you can see that all for yourself. It really is gorgeous. The Tekna spec means that you're getting those fabulous massive alloy wheels in that diamond cut finish, which I'll show you in detail in due course. And in fact, let's get up close and personal with this car so you know exactly what it is that you're going to come down and have a look at. So we're going to start off at the bonnet. Now the car's done 12,000 miles. It's picked up a stone chip. I'm being very fussy here, but I want to make sure you know exactly what you're coming down to see, but otherwise it's in really lovely condition. There is another very small stone chip just there, and that's it. That really is absolutely it. There's no scratches or scrapes or dents or dings. The bonnet is lovely. No cats have used it as a bed. Coming down on the front bumper here, there is a tiny little stone chip as well, just here, and that's it. You've got front parking sensors, chrome rings on this low level lights, some more parking sensors, and as I just come up here and just show you underneath the badge, you can see as well you've got a front parking camera. It has the 360 cameras, which I'll show you in due course, but I just want to show you as we go around the car. The rest of the condition is absolutely lovely, so you can see that for yourself. A little bit of a bump just there, I think that's forgivable though. That can come out if you heat it up. Use a heat gun on that, and then you can bend out that plastic, but to be honest with you, why would you bother? I'm just showing you it though because I want to make sure that if you're coming down to see the car, there are no surprises, certainly no nasty ones, and you know exactly what you're coming down to get. Just going to show you down the passenger side of the car here, and I'm going to bounce up and down a little bit like this because I want you to see that there's no dings or dents. Nobody's opened their car door into this one, so you can't see any ripples in the paint. And now I just want to show you the wheels. So these are unbelievably cool. Well, it depends how excited you get about alloy wheels, but the Tekna comes with these 19-inch, and they're a diamond cut finish, which means this isn't silver paint. This is actually a machined alloy, and then you've got a black inlay here which just highlights it beautifully. I mean, in the night time when the lights of other cars shine on this, it just pops. It's like a mirror. And even in the daylight, actually, to be honest, when the sunlight hits it, it looks fabulous, and you can see for yourself that these wheels are absolutely immaculate. There is not any marks on it whatsoever. There's no curbing around the edges, nothing on the face of them either. They are as good as new. The car's only done 12,000 miles, so there's loads of life left in the discs, the pads as well, and the tyres. It's not so easy to show you that in this video. I can show you the tyres by all means, but it's worth, if you want to come down and have a look at it, that's the thing to do. Take it for a test drive. If you want to get any inspection carried out on it, all inspections are more than welcome, whether it's you and a mate tinkering, if you've got a mechanic friend, or if you want to organise something from the AA or the RAC or an independent inspection, more than happy for them to come down and have a look at this car. They will find nothing wrong with it whatsoever. Carrying on down the passenger side, you can see for yourself these wing mirrors, which have the integrated indicator lights in them in this very funky style, and you can see there's no scuffs or scratches. They're electrically folding wing mirrors. They fold in automatically when you close, when you lock the car. And this little dimple down here, that is in fact another camera. You can just see that there for yourself. So this shows you all along the side of the car down here when you're parking, reversing, It's spectacular. I'll show you that when we're in the car, but at the moment I'm just taking you down the side of this side here, passenger side, just to show you the condition of it. There's no scratches around the door handles. It's keyless entry and keyless go. This little button here on the door handle is how you lock and unlock the car, so you don't need to take the key out your pocket or your handbag. And I'm just showing you now as well, it's just fabulous condition, really it is. There's no marks on it whatsoever. As we come round to the back of the passenger side here, just showing you this bumper down here and the rear parking sensors, and also just showing you this wheel as well. Again, spotless. All four wheels are immaculate. The word immaculate gets bounded around way too much in the motor industry. This is immaculate. There is a little tiny chunk taken out the sidewall of the tyre here, but it is not an MOT failure. Indeed, it doesn't even need an MOT until June of 2018, but it's not structurally, it's not causing any structural defects on the tyre. It drives absolutely lovely. We've done a full inspection of the car. We're very satisfied with it. And indeed, it's just come out of an inspection as well at Nissan, done in June. So just showing you there the condition of the wheel again, the face of it and the edges. The rims are perfect. Loads of life again in the discs and the pads. Carrying on around the back of the car, you can see there's no dents, there's no scratches, there's no scuffs or anything of the sort. It's in beautiful condition. That tailgate as well, just lovely. And even along the back of the bumper here, where you might sometimes find little scratches from people loading things in and out of the car, well, there's nothing here at all. It really is just absolutely perfect. Carrying on around this side of the car, again, no scrapes or scuffs or anything of the sort. And again, I'm just going to do a little bit of a bounce just down the side here. It's a little bit in shadow. You can see a shadow, in fact, on the car. That's all that is, just there. That's not imperfections in the paint. The paint is perfect. Just wanted to show you and make sure that you're clear of that. So yes, I'm just going to do a bit of bouncing here, and then you can see for yourself. There's no ripples, there's no dimples or anything of the sort. The paint, incidentally, is gorgeous. This camera's not doing it justice. And in fact, now my shadow's in the way as well. There we go, we can just see in the light. And you can see this pearl effect. So there's greens and there's purples and there's pinks, there's whites and silvers, all deep into that pearlescent paint. It really is absolutely gorgeous. Hope that's showing up on the camera right there. If not, come and have a look. You'll see for yourself. Another wheel, another immaculate alloy. No marks at all. Little bit of a chunk there in the tyre, but again, nothing wrong with the tyre itself. It's on Continentals, all four of the original tyres, so they've done about 12,000 miles, but you can see there's loads of life left in them. And again, good discs and pads. Carrying on, again, the driver's side, no scratches or anything of the like around the door handles, probably to do with the fact that it is keyless go and keyless entry. Just showing you here, you've got my shadow in the way there. You can see where the sun is at the moment. I'm just trying to get my shadow out of there and failing. You've got rear tints, you've got the chrome surrounds, you've even got that what's called the Vision Pack, which is these very cool side roof rails on the top here. So if you want to strap a roof box or anything, then you've already got the thing in place to do so. And you can see the roof isn't white. That's because that is the full panoramic glass roof, which I'll show you when we're inside the car as well. No chips on any of the glass. The windscreens are all clean. By clean, I don't mean as in you can see out of them. I mean there aren't any stone chips or cracks. The car is as good as you will find in any Nissan showroom. Of that I have no doubt whatsoever. So here we are now at the front wing, showing you again, no marks, no scratches or anything of the sort, and another absolutely perfect alloy wheel. Showing you again the tyres. Now the front tyres are the ones that don't seem to have any little chips taken out of them. Just the rear ones, probably done when parking. They're locking wheel nuts on the wheels. We've got the locking wheel nut key, and that brings us neatly back round to where we started, right here at the front of the car. It's perfect, isn't it? Just gorgeous. If you can see that little black mark just there, that is actually a fly. Go away, fly. Thank you. Ruining my shot. Right, let's have a look inside. Now it's coming with two keys. They look like this. They do actually have this little emergency little switch just here, and then this bit here pops out and you've got a key. I won't bore you with that right now, it's really not the most exciting thing in the world. You don't need to actually, in fact I'll lock the car now and you'll see those wing mirrors folding in. You don't need to press any more buttons on the key. All you need to do is walk up to the car, and as I showed you before, you've got these little buttons here, so push that button and you'll see that the car's, you might have seen the hazard lights flash there, which means it's unlocked. Before I get in, I'll just quickly show you this as well. All the paint is protected by SuperGuard. That was done when the car was purchased. And now as I open up the car, you can see for yourself, it really is absolutely gorgeous. So it's the Tekna spec. And as I mentioned some 20 odd minutes ago, Tekna is top of the range. So that means you're getting the full leather interior. And it's a perforated seat. And the reason for that is because front seats are heated. And they've got two settings there, hot and warm. You've got cup holders. You've got a center armrest. And if I open the center armrest, you've got a little bit of storage in a very convenient cubby. And just below that, you've got much more storage than that, including an auxiliary in socket for headphone jacks and USB, and another plug socket just there for plugging in a charger or what have you. Very large drop in there, so you could actually store a small bottle in that cup holder, and if you can tell me what that is, you'll win a prize. Right, I'm going to close that up there. I will jump in the car in a second, but I just want to carry on showing you. So there's a few more bits as well with the Tekna, including electrically operated seats, electric wing mirrors, they are electric folding as well, and electric windows, and the driver's side is auto one touch up and down. I'm not going to go through absolutely everything, but just to show you some really neat touches the Tekna comes with as well. Includes this lane departure assist, so that will warn you if you happen to stray out of a lane in a motorway or on a motorway. Indeed, you've got start stop, which you can turn off, parking sensors as well, eco mode, which makes it even more economical. It's only 133 grams of CO2 this pumps out, so the road tax is really cheap, about £130 a year at the moment at the time of filming. You can turn your traction control on and off if you're crazy, and you've also got mats. They are Qashqai original mats, and what else? Well, I'll jump in. I think that's the best thing to do to show you. It's a fabulous interior. So you've got this lovely piano black style surround here going around the middle of the console, and that's accented beautifully by this lovely sort of silver and chrome and piano black surround on the gear lever, which is a leather gear lever in the Tekna, and it is the CVT automatic, so it has the manual override just here, so you can change gears yourself and also flick it over just for sport mode. It's an electronic parking brake and another power socket just there. Above that, you've got your dual zone climate control, easy for me to say, and above that you've got your entertainment system, which I'll show you in due course. But first of all, I'm going to start the car, and to do so you press the start stop button that's just there. How cool is that? Look at that. So the first thing you'll see there is it's telling me I'm not wearing my seatbelt. I'm going to put my seatbelt on, although we're not actually going to go for a drive. I'm just doing that to clear the display. So that will clear at some point, whenever you're ready. Whenever you're ready. There we go. Okay, so that has now cleared. Right, now you've got a multifunction steering wheel here. The left-hand side controls the stereo controls and also the trip computer, and the right-hand side controls your cruise control and speed limiter. And just below that, you have the controls to answer and hang up on any phone calls. It's got Bluetooth, all wired up and connected. Now, just to show you back in the trip computer here, it's showing fuel economy. What I'm going to do, I'm going to scroll through that. So it's just showing you here, you've got a speedometer that's a digital speedo, should you prefer that. And then on top of that, you've got all of your other trip computer information. And then more things and loads of things. I'm not going to go through it all. Chassis control, you can change the chassis settings should you wish. Driver attention. I think it's worth reading the handbook on this car. just loads of stuff. Driver aids though is really, really cool. So you've got your lane departure warning, and you've also got blind spot assist. Now that means if you start indicating in the car like so, if anything should be where I'm indicating and it's in my blind spot, then this little bit of plastic here is actually an indicator. I can't demonstrate it now, but it will start flashing orange, and you've got another one on the other side of the car as well. So as long as you're looking in your mirrors, even though it does actually kind of grab your attention when it does happen, but if you're looking in your wing mirrors, you'll see that flash, and that is a warning to you that there is something potentially in your blind spot, which is genius, isn't it? Really? Genius. Now on top of these very cool driver aids, you've also got traffic sign notification. Now that will tell you in the top there what the speed limit is on the road you're using, and then this is your satellite navigation, which tells you your current direction, and then it's also linked to the actual sat nav, which you can see here on this very large and very clear crystal display. Now on top of that, this very large and crystal display also is your camera. Now you can press the camera button when you're going slow enough, and that will then show you the camera there. Now you can press the camera again and it will actually change views. You remember I showed you the camera underneath the wing mirror, so that's just showing up that side of the car right there. The line on the ground, the yellow line, would be where the curb would be, and that little bit that just pops out just up there is showing you where the front of the wheel is. I mean, it's too clever. And these lines here, these green lines that you can see here, that's actually your angle of approach. So if I turn the steering wheel, which I'm doing right now, you'll see that those lines actually bend to show you where you're going. I've just turned the indicator off as well, good. If I change the camera view again, here we go back to that one. Now this side is showing you a 360 camera. So you remember I showed you the camera underneath the Nissan badge at the front. There's also one at the back on the rear bumper, which is giving us this display right here. In fact, no, that's the front camera is giving us that one, and that's your angle of approach going forwards. If I put the car into reverse though, which I'll just do now, and then go back up here, you can see we've got this yellow box. Now the yellow box is showing us where our car is going to fit, and again, if I turn my wheel here, you've again got your angle of approach. And then you've got those dotted lines, the green, the amber and the red, showing you just how close you're getting to the car. And you can see down here the actual rear bumper itself. It's very, very clever, but it doesn't stop there, because you can also touch the screen just there, and then it shows you in this camera here where you're parking. If you want to parallel park into a bay. It's just too clever, really, isn't it? I'm going to press cancel. Worth reading all of the instructions for that, because really and truly it is a fantastic system. It's not infallible. You could curb your wheels or damage your car if you aren't checking all around you at the same time. Check over your shoulders, check your mirrors, but it just adds another addition into the armory that is stopping your car from getting beaten up. So really, really cool that this car has that. Now going on here, I'm going on a lot in this video. It's a very long video, so I appreciate your patience here, but I want to try and show you what you're getting here with this beautiful Qashqai. You've also got your controls for your phone, your radio, which is a DAB digital radio. Just push the button just there, and the sound is excellent. Oh, I need to take it out of reverse. There we go, put it back into park, push the radio. And then I'll turn the volume up.
BBC Radio London.
Thanks for that. It's a great demonstration of the music capabilities of the car. It's got a fantastic stereo. You'll just have to take my word for it. I can't play too much, or YouTube actually will want to charge me, so I'm not going to do that. But you've also got the auxiliary button here, which as it shows you there, and other neat little touches in here as well. This is the Nissan Connect system. So if I press the info button, which you saw me press there, you've also got my apps. If I push my apps, at the moment you've got online search, you've got TripAdvisor, you've got Eurosport. Now this syncs to your mobile device through Bluetooth, so it uses the 3G, so it will use your data on your phone. It's not built into the car, but as long as you know that and you're happy with that, you can have other apps on here as well, and it's all explained very neatly in the manual. But for example, the Google online search, you press it, it tells me there's no phone connected because my phone is currently over there on a wall, but nevertheless, when the phone is connected, then you'll be able to use that online search, and obviously do it whilst you are stopped, or let your passenger do it while you're driving if it will let you, but it's a very cool function. Then as well, you've got other bits here like the nav, as we've shown you already. So it's postcode search, sorry about the reflections going on here, postcode search should you need it, and then loads of other bits and bobs as well. The fact is, it's got a fantastic multimedia interface. It's one of the best, and it is in this Tekna, so you are getting it if you get this car. Other things you're going to be getting if you get this car, as I take my seatbelt off, include this amazing expanse of glass. So it's the full panoramic glass roof. It's not a sunroof, it doesn't open and close, but you do have a blind here, which I'll just push the button just there. It's actually a one touch as well, or it should be. Oh, it's one touch open, and is it one touch close? Yes, it is one touch close. So there we go. And you can stop that wherever you want it, but that will just stop the sun from shining through. It is UV protected glass, but should you want to have the cabin a little bit darker, then you can do for whatever reason you want. The other things as well, just to show you in this car, you've got a centre armrest. Again, you've got 3x3 point seat belts. I don't know why I said again, but you do have them again. And you've also got ISOFIX points if you want to plug your babies in, if you've got an ISOFIX seat. In fact, I'll jump in the back and I'll show you that. So to stop the car, press stop. It's very simple. Jumping on out. If you don't take the key with you, then it will beep at you furiously. And I'm just going to show you now in the back. So it's in lovely condition. You can see that for yourself. Now, just to tell you, the car is owned by somebody who has a small dog. Now, there is some evidence of that with some few hairs, very few. I've seen dog hairs before, and it's really nothing, but I just want to make you aware of that. There is no smell in here, though, from it. It is a tiny, very gorgeous little dog called Alfie. If you don't want to buy the car because of Alfie, well, that's just cruel, isn't it? But anyway, the car is lovely. He does sit on the back seat, but on a rug that's put down here, so that's why the leather is in such good condition. But I wanted to show you that for yourself so that you can see, and also just to show you this armrest as well, which has got some cup holders in it. Now, it's quite a versatile back. They're 60-40 split rear seats, so you can fold down one side or the other, or you can have them all folded flat. And then if you come around the boot, it's also very versatile, but in true SellYourCarUK style, in the boot, we've got the docks. Now, I'm not going to go through everything for data protection, and also because this video is long enough as it is, but I just wanted to show you, first of all, it is a one owner from new car. There's no previous keepers. It has had that service done at 8,000 miles. We've got the stamped book to prove it, 24th of June 2016, and you've got the book pack, which sits in this neat little wallet, and all the books are here, including the full book for the Nissan Connect, so you can learn how to use it, the full book for the Nissan Qashqai itself, and you've also got these little handy guides as well, so they're a bit smaller, more kind of a quick guide rather than a deep in-depth one. You've also got the history here of the super guard being applied, and you've got your first aid kit and warning triangle. I'm going to move all of this out of the way now that you've seen all of that. I'm just going to do it in a fussy kind of fashion, because I just want to show you that this boot is amazing. So you've got this part here which can open up, and then you can drop it down there like so, and then you can just use this as the boot, or you can just use this as the boot. It's up to you, and it just means that smaller items aren't rolling around, or if you want to put a golf bag in here or whatever it might be, you can take these out entirely if you want to, and then you've got an even bigger boot. And as well as that, if you don't want to use it through the front, and I'm doing it all one-handed, showing you it's quite light and easy, then you can do it at the back. The back tips up as well, so you can just use that as storage if you want to. It's the same space though, that's not divided, unless of course you put this like so, and then it is divided. Right, I think I've demonstrated that as badly as I possibly could, but it's very versatile. That is the point. It's very easy to use, and it gives you loads and loads of space. Splace as well, you get loads of splace. Now, you've also got this parcel shelf, which is perfect. There's no damage to it, and it's all connected just fine. You've got the backs of the seats, which have tether points, so if you've got a different kind of child seat, then you can anchor them in place with that. And as I said to you, 60-40 split rear seats. And that's everything. That really is everything. Wow, you've watched this whole video. I'm impressed. So the car is beautiful. It is the Tekna, so it is fully loaded. If there's anything I didn't mention, then please do give me a call if I can answer any questions. As I said, it's got warranty all the way up until June of 2018. It doesn't need a service until June of 2017. It is in absolutely stunning condition. It would grace any and every Nissan's forecourt, but it is being sold exclusively using the services here at SellYourCarUK. Thanks very much for watching.